Emmanuel, God is with us. If you wanted to grow a pumpkin in a hoop house, if you have a cool season, a short season, and you can provide short days, boy, do I have a pumpkin for you. I had some turmoil in my garden this summer, and so my pumpkins didn't fruit. I had sabotage and all kinds of horrible, nasty things happening to me this summer. I got put in the hospital over it. So I thought my pumpkin season would be uneventful. But I had planted a couple of short day pumpkins, and they managed to be able to root around the garden. So in spite of the turmoil, they still were able to continue staying alive. It is January, and it's 40 degrees at night, 50 degrees in the daytime. You would think these pumpkins would have froze or, gave up the ghost. You would think that they would say, okay, enough is enough. We tried. This is what I got to show you. This is new growth in January. She is putting on flowers constantly. She's the only plant out here. She doesn't like to produce male flowers. She only wants to produce female flowers. She wants me to have all the fruit and somebody else in their garden to not have any fruit. That is our problem. She finally set a pumpkin that she's nursing. I hope you can see it. It's that dark green pumpkin over there. This vine did shrink back over there, but she just started growing in other areas. And let me go past. This is the vine for my one pumpkin there. We don't want to disturb her. There's more flowers coming in 50 degrees. This pumpkin here doesn't look like it set fruit. I'm not sure. See, because if this end here gets a black spot, usually that means it didn't set fruit and it will fall off. I'll show you some others. And that's because there's no other pumpkins around, and she refuses. Oh, she's just now getting the clue that she needs to put up some male flowers. There's a male flower, so that will be able to pollinate these pumpkins on here. And the bees are starting to realize that there's pollen in my yard. Look at all of that food. January pumpkins, February pumpkins, and this is a mature vine. So anything this vine does, it can handle. It always likes, this Moroccan vine always loves to climb. It is a climber, so you can see it's all up in the air. Maybe that's how it's doing it, because since it's up in the air, I'm going around my garden. See, it's growing all over, stretching out. Pumpkins over there. Because it's, you see, there's pumpkins all up there. And any that will grow, I will harvest some, and of course, there will be competition. But the leaves on these, some of them have come off, but she's just putting on new leaves. You see that? I never thought this could, I didn't know there was a pumpkin that was an early spring pumpkin. So I've been planting this pumpkin wrong. It can grow pumpkins as long as it's short days. So if you're in long days and you want Moroccan pumpkins, You're going to have to plant them early or late. It can take more cold than other pumpkins. You can grow it in a greenhouse easy. It doesn't need a whole lot of light. And short days and cool weather, 40 degrees, are not a problem. I mean, 40 degrees at night with a rainy weather, no problem. It's 50 degrees right now, but it's a sunny 50. And of course, this is a sheltered location. You see, my garden is very, very sheltered. I don't know if that's creating, somebody tell me. See how I have trees everywhere? And I grow my pumpkins into the roots of my trees. They are not grown in a freestanding place. I'll show you where the roots are coming from. You can't see them right now, but if you look closely, you'll see a little bit of pumpkin vine. All of this is pumpkin vine. That's where the roots are growing from. And I slap fertilizer over here. You see those pumpkin vines? That's where these plants are coming from. And they're like no problem. It must be kind of warm over here because this is my plant that didn't fruit this year. And this plant can't take cold weather. And it's still alive and growing. If this plant makes it through January, this is bitter melon. If this bitter melon makes it through January, then I can start getting fruit in spring. The bitter melon plant usually doesn't provide me with fruit. The plant is a perennial in my area. This plant usually doesn't pop up and start to live until late summer. So around May it comes up. Gives me fruit really quickly. I enjoy it. And then in fall, it dies on me. So if I have found a spot where it can grow and continue, I have 2 of them. Let me see, is the other one still alive? Yeah, they're both still alive this year. I don't understand that. This is my African melon plant. This is my winter cucumber plant. And as you can see, it's having some troubles, but it's that fruit. It usually fruits all winter. So you have to grow it in the summer and it fruits in the winter. Fruits all winter. I see this one has about 3 fruits on it. And I, in this location, can't grow any other cucumber so far. I don't get enough light, or I don't get enough whatever to grow any other cucumber. Nothing else in the melon family. This is the only one. And this plant is sick, but it's still fruiting, so I'm not gonna worry about it, you know. I'll deal with that when the Lord gives me the grace. Thankfully, whatever sickness is bothering my African melon, it didn't get to my bitter melon. Bitter melon is a cucumber too. So both of these 2 are the only cucumbers I've been able to successfully grow in this garden. Thank God for them. Yep. Alrighty now. Yeah, I guess that's everything today. Maybe these pumpkins are gonna come back. They've dropped their leaves, but they didn't fruit. But they're not dead. We'll see. It was not a good pumpkin season, but maybe it'll turn out okay. God bless you.